Well, can I just deal with one of Tony Smith's good points there? First of all, do you realise the way that this audience, the numbers are going? We're 50 or 60,000 at the end of this year. Do you know what that represents in terms of our towns? Durham, 50-odd thousand. Bognor-on-Sea, 50 or 60,000. How are we supposed to cope with these kinds of numbers? We can't even cope. Currently, everybody's shouting out we're poor because of inflation and because of energy. Where are we supposed to get the money to feed and pay these people anyway? It's got completely out of control. So Border Force actually are now saying about the French, by the way, that the reason why this huge number is coming in August, why? Because in France, the police officers go on holiday, right? And therefore, there is nobody there actually now to actually police these coastal towns, which is a load of cobblers, because what happened to the other 20,000 when it was the rest of the year, right? Between now
no, because what happened there, Kelvin, is they were on their lunch break.
They were
on their lunch break, and then there was a nice baguette, and there was a bit of time, wasn't there, earlier in the year? But of course they were on strike then.
They were
absolutely. But no, seriously, you're right. We'd have to rebuild the city of Milton Keynes.
But Durham, you know, Clacton, Bognor, these are all 50,000 towns, and we are allowing them in. Not only this year, presumably, if you listen to what Tony Smith said, any kind of people can come here at some stage. Somebody. It's not going to be Sunak. It's not going to be Truss. I don't know who the hell it's going to be. It wasn't Cameron, and it wasn't May. And by the way, I think we're all agreed it can't be Starmer. Who is going to say we are going to push them back? And yes, there might be difficulties of a political nature. Right? Who is going to...
Well, no one.
Which politician? And if not, how many times are you going to be saying what you're saying from that chair?
I've read out on GB News record daily figures about 15 times. I've been sat here doing this and I've read it out. Today's a record day in the Channel. Today's a record day in the Channel. You could clip that bit of me saying that and just play it over and over again every day.
Have you come across any politician or anybody who has had a solution to which either you agree with or thought, that's not a bad point? I mean, what would Tony Smith's answer be? What would your answer be? Until somebody says, I have an answer and it has a penalty to us, something rather horrible might happen, right? Supposing it did happen, how would we deal with that?
Yeah, I agree with you, although Priti Patel's wave machine is now starting to look rather good, isn't it, despite the fact that it was laughed at.
I thought you meant a weighing machine, actually.
Well, it's a daytime show, Kelvin.